Well, welcome everyone to MyDHLife corporate update call. We've been anticipating this day, and we're very excited to share the information that we're going to be sharing today. I see a lot of new names and faces. Welcome everyone. I know we have quite a few guests. Welcome to MyDHLife corporate update. We've got a nice lineup for everyone today. I'm gonna let me just go here real quick. Second here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just give a brief update on the company. Just give me 1 second here to open up this portal so that way I have it for you guys. Okay, so welcome. And I know you're going to be inviting your teams on to the meeting. You still have time. We're going to get started here. But do invite your team members, because we got a lot of information we're going to share today. We're excited to introduce Mr. Brandon Cooper, which you guys will meet. He's doing some amazing thing in the AI world. But for the ones who have been on this journey with us, have seen many changes, meaning all for the good. We always look at how could we improve our system, what could we do to make it a more value-added opportunity for our members. And this last ad, which is adding the AI trading bot as one of the product in the package, a lot of members I know are very excited about it because it adds another element where our model that we currently have, which is the unilevel with unlimited depth, and what we've developed was very, very innovative, very creative, a very lucrative model. But then we look at the certain percentage that are out there, especially the ones who, say, for example, can't generate sales, because our model right now is based on the sales of the package, commissions are paid out, and even to contribute to our Kingdom community, where many of you have created cost pages, and it's based on sales, based on that type of contribution. But this model now that we have shifted to will allow anyone around the world to participate that may just want to earn passively while utilizing our products at the same time to gain certain value with our training products. And so, we're very excited about that. Now, one of the things that I look at in every decision with our team, we have advisors, we've got our new CMO, which I'm going to introduce. Actually, I'll have him introduce Brandon. There's a connect there. And then also Scott and a lot of the field leaders that we have in the company and the ones who've been with us, from the very beginning and have been on this journey, have seen, the progression and have seen many of the changes. But guys, I'll tell you this, what we're doing right now, okay, is going to take us as a brand to the next levels. And not only that, it gives us an opportunity to make a direct impact, as we continue our efforts with One Vision, One Heart Foundation and making an impact in global transformation and the work that we have been doing from that perspective. So I'm not going to, take long. I'll come back later and we'll talk more, but I want to be respectful for Brandon's time because, he's taken time out of his day to be with us, to share a little bit about his company, his participation, and the AI trade bot and the whole world of AI and where we're shifting. But what I'm going to do, Ivory, who's our new Chief Marketing Officer, I'm going to have him introduce Brandon, and then I'll give the floor to Brandon. Ivory, do you mind introducing Brandon to us?
Absolutely. Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
All right. Good morning, you guys. I'm excited. Obviously, I am jacked out my mind. Today's a brand new day. We coming together as a people, you guys, and I want to introduce to you a gentleman that I've known the pleasure of knowing for a long time. Actually, when I'm still in Tichinoni International, that's where I made my first $1 million, you guys, in a network marketing company. And this is where I met Brandon. Brandon was a student at Michigan State University at the particular time. I seen him in a crowd. It was probably thousands of people. But it was something about this gentleman right here. He stood out like a sore thumb. Number one, he had a lot of young people with him. All right, dressed up, smelling good, looking good. Now, out the crowd, it was, 30, 40, 50 people, 40, 30, 40, 50 years of age. But this Brandon, he came in a room with college students. So that was an eye popper, 18, 19 years old. They excited, eager to learn about network marketing. So I knew, sitting down talking to him, that his mind was different. I said, this guy about to be somebody one day if he just keep his mindset together. I called him the next Steve Jobs for our community. Yes, I did. This guy got his master's degree. I mean, everything came out of his mouth was sharp. I said, man. So I made sure I stayed connected with him. And then the next thing I know, he called me about this AI bot that he was the CEO. It wasn't surprising. Okay. And this is the new technology. Everybody is trying to get into it, but not only did he get into it, he mastered it. He was like the Jetsons. He was already ahead of the game, well ahead of the game and established. So I don't want to take any thunder from this gentleman because you can tell I'm excited about this gentleman because he's always traveling around the world, meeting Mark Cuban, Baron Davis, all types of celebrities. You guys, this guy is well known in the in the West Coast. So Brandon, I don't want to steal your thunder, but I'm excited to partner up with you, my man, and collaborate with you. So I told you a long time ago that one day that me and you was gonna partner up and change the world. And here we go. Brandon, the floor is yours.
Appreciate it, Ivory. Can't get any better than that for an intro. And also thanks, Steve. Yeah, me and Ivory definitely go back. Was definitely young at that time, and at 19, a lot of people aren't getting into network marketing and having a team pretty big. At that time, I had an organization of about 129 people in TNI at that time. So it's a good experience for me. That's what got me into entrepreneurship. Of course, like the Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Think and Grow Rich, and learning about the cash flow quadrants. All those things really just shaped me to who I am today. So I want to thank all you guys today for getting on the call. I just want to kind of shed light a little bit on my background, on what Ivory didn't say, but really just to give you like a fast forward button on me and like what makes me tick. I just have a passion for getting out of the rat race and escaping the traditional 9-to-5 workforce system. And after college, I ended up working for Apple for 7 years. I was a senior technology advisor for them. So I mentored a lot of the employees and did a lot of manager roles and also worked with the engineering team. So that's all good. Apple sounds great, but long story short, they worked me like a dog. And I was sitting there on my computer and I said, man, I wish I could just clone myself and have another version of me doing these tasks online, but I could still get paid for the ones that I control. And this is 2018. So this is before the AI wave that you guys are seeing now, and everyone's trying to slap AI on things that they're doing. But we're one of the real pioneers in AI. As he mentioned, we were a little ahead of the curve. So we've invented the company Aphid. I left the company along with one of my other coworkers at the time, Sean Ross, and we left and started Aphid. So Aphid, we've ultimately built a automation system that allows both people and small businesses to leverage artificial intelligence agents to do work for them on the internet. So that's industry agnostic. It doesn't matter what type of task you're looking for. If it's digital, it can be done. That's data entry, customer support, automated trading that I'm going to talk about as well. But we're about to deploy up to about 5,000 different use cases into the Aphid network and marketplace. So it's just a turnkey, all-in-one source, Swiss Army knife of AI in one place. And, I'm taking that, we're taking that passion for disrupting the 9-to-5 and the 40-hour work week to small businesses who may not have the resources to pay someone to operate certain tasks, but you can pay a subscription fee and utilize AI with no problem. So that's what we're targeting. And with MyDHLife, ultimately what we're going to be building for you guys, or just working in tandem and strategic partnership, is helping with what's going to be called the Kingdom Bot. The Kingdom Bot is automated trading bot. So there's going to be different stages in terms of what's going to be involved in that trading bot, but you're going to earn from compound interest. And then there's also going to be some automated things in the front end that where you can basically like talk to the data, right? To ask it like, what is the market conditions and certain things, and then it'll spit back information out to you as the user. So that's like the, you know, what are my daily earnings, weekly earnings. You can also see your investment history. All of those things will be available in the Aphid app. So from the user standpoint, you will open up the Aphid mobile application. You will go to the marketplace. You'll see the Kingdom Bot there, and you can open up a shortcut basically and see the data on the go. So when you're out and about running the streets, you can quickly see what the compound interest bot, the earnings are, what's happening with the Kingdom Bot. And then if you want the extensive view, you'll obviously go into your MyDHLife portal that Steve can talk more about, but you would see more details, and particularly on the analytics and the graphs and the things that that they're building for the company themselves. So I'm excited to ultimately work with you guys. And like I said, me and Ivory go back. So I mean, this is family here. This isn't something that is just falling in our lap. We've been waiting on this moment for a long time to figure out a way to work together. So yeah, just, you know, check us out. You can sign up. We just soft launched on iOS and mobile, and we're about to deploy to the web portal. So you can access Aphid in general in the web portal as well. So the Kingdom Bot will be available there as well.
Awesome. Thank you, Brandon. And, you know, a lot of times, Brandon, you know, when you think about AI, or you think about, for example, in this case, specific to us, the Kingdom Bot with AI trading, a lot of times you think, well, you know, the company's outside the US, or it's in Dubai or one of these countries. Where are you guys located? So the folks know.
Yeah, we're based in Los Angeles, Marina Del Rey specifically, which is called Silicon Beach in California. But we're considered a global company because we're operating from here. We're doing business in Africa as well. We were featured in TEDx, Maitama earlier this year, Forbes, FinTech TV, the New York Stock Exchange, a lot of different press that happened this year. So we've been expanding pretty far. And then also in India, our business development executive is actually from India, and he's operating out of there as well. So that's where he works with the developers listed in the ecosystem.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, you know, guys, you know, one of the things as we continue to enhance, as we are now adding this amazing Kingdom Bot to the portfolio, it, like I said, it is very very advantageous for the members, but it creates a great opportunity. So, you know, Brandon was talking about some of the development in the back end. A lot of the work's being done in the test environment right now. So I know a lot of times I get a call, well, you know, can I see the update, or is there any changes on the website? But understand, a lot of times, you know, it's called a sandbox. We do all the testing in there and do the development, and you know, make sure things are functioning correctly. So what our plans are, we're almost into August right now. Look at my calendar above. So we're looking at mid-August to do a beta test just with internal members, you know, just to trigger, make sure commissions are paying. I'm going to have Ivory, when he comes on, you know, talk a little bit about a comp plan, and he's going to share a little bit, you know, to bring things in perspective from a motivational, inspirational perspective. But we're going to have a whole UI build out, being a user interface. You know, many of you, when you go into DHLife, you're able to click on each tab, and it opens up several components in there. But what I'm going to do real quick, I'm just going to show the new travel portal. Many of you have been waiting, and I know support tickets have been coming in. Hey, we try to access the travel portal. But what I shared with that is that our travel partner moved to a more enhanced travel portal. And the reason being, many of you are token holders, and the ability to utilize the token to purchase travel products like airline tickets, book cruises, rent cars, was the end game when a year ago, when we started talking about the development of the token, how we're going to tokenize the whole ecosystem, and different partners we're going to bring aboard to accept the tokens. And so we've prepared that. So what I'm going to do real quick, I'm just going to just pull up the portal and show you what it looks like, and then we will jump right back into it. Let's go here. Okay, so this is the new portal right here. So as you can see, it's quite different than what you used to. There's many benefits to this new portal. One of the things I know is where you see trip points. So we're still doing some development here. We'll have Dominion token. One of the beautiful things, so if we look at, I'm going to go to like, let me go to vacation rentals, for example. And you can select now locations around the world. I know we have many. Let's go to Africa, Cape Town, Zimbabwe. Let's go to South Africa. I'm going there specifically so we could. Okay, so let's go to South Africa. We're just going to select. All right. No, we'll leave that. We'll leave that search there, and let's see what comes up. So it's going to do a search. So you're going to see some slight changes, but yet the hotels are still. You can book hotels around the world now. The car rentals, different activities you could access. Okay, so now we're in South Africa. As you can see, a lot of resorts. We have Lovemore Jezza, Prophet Lovemore, on with us, one of our advisors. And so I pulled that up specifically so you can see some of the amazing savings, in South Africa, different areas. And he probably recognized some of these areas here. But for example, I'll just take the first one, right? 1900 retail. Look at that amazing savings, almost 50% for 7 nights, right? And you guys could, by the pricing structure, there's a lot of filters in here that you can utilize by size, filter it down, I'll go back to the dashboard here. You guys are going to love this, hotels, pick hotel anywhere in the world, and guys, the savings are just amazing. Book cruises. And then there's video tutorials on here as well, how to search for the cars, if you're not sure. So there's quite a, and we're going to be adding more to the portal as well. Okay. And then a lot of the members benefits, this goes through the trip coin. Let me see if he's got this program here already. Yeah, he's got it. So it'll say Dominionaire token once we get through with the upgrades on here. But I just wanted to give you guys a sneak peek, and it is available in all the members back office that do have any one of the packages. So this is currently available in your back office, and it's live, and you can go ahead and just get into your portal and just click on it. Okay. So, and we'll have Sean, our travel partner, come on in a next update, and I'll have him talk a little bit about the enhancements and some of the future plans for the members portal in conjunction with MyDHLife. He is also one of our partners with the token and some of the new developments that we're working on with him and his team. So I'm very excited because, travel is one of these things that are dear to my heart. That was my first online company that I launched in 2010 was Bon Voyage 1000. And, we did extremely well. We generated, $4 million in 3 years with a very unique concept as well as a compensation plan. So travel, and I'm from the Caribbean, so, I love traveling. So that's just one upgrade. The back office, like I said, a lot of the upgrades are being done on the test server, and then we'll be able to share most of that with you. So what I like to do, is just go ahead and bring on Scott. Scott, have been, with us, it was a divine connection as well, how we met through another platform. And I was just actually browsing through that platform. The owners invited me, and I was just clicking through products. I was clicking through, several of their specific mindset and finance and everything. I know it was going to be related to MyDHLife and what we were building out. And the mindset training actually popped up, and I looked at it and I was like, man, this is exactly, what we need, because it's all about, right, the mind, and it's a mindset in anything we do. I mean, even Brandon, okay, and even Brandon, and he will tell you, right, it's all a mindset. Any one of us here, we know it's a mindset in any parts of our life. And so when I saw the product and I saw what he offered, somehow I got in contact with him. There might have been a phone number, I think. And we talked back then, and then some years has lapsed, and I think it was Deacon James was having a private meeting for his team, and lo and behold, I saw Scott on there, and I go, wait a minute, I know this guy from somewhere. And then, 1 + 1 = 2, and here's Scott offering now, the process to be his mindset training in MyDHLife, which comes in the packages. So I'm going to bring Scott on to just share a little bit. He's been on this journey. Like I said, he does all our content writing, helps with the emails. I mean, he's just a instrumental part of MyDHLife. So Scott, welcome. How you doing?
Awesome. Hey, Steve. Well, am I able to be heard?
Yes, we can hear you.
Awesome. How long do I have so I can respect everyone's time?
Oh, sure, Scott. You got about 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Okay. First of all, guys, thank you for coming out and joining us and everything of that nature. What Steve had asked me to talk today about is excellence and what that entails and what that means. And at MyDHLife, guys, we believe that to truly live a life of real prosperity and fulfillment, that it's essential to have or to own, is kind of like what I like to call it, a spirit of excellence in all aspects of our being, spirit, soul, and body. And you can even read that on our website. And we can talk all day, and I'm not negating this, okay? When I talk, I get kind of passionate, guys. We all know that we're here for financial gain. That's we're all here for that. But what will financial gain do for us if we're not genuinely, truly living a life of prosperity? So owning a spirit of excellence goes way beyond, having mere success in the way the world has deemed it to be, owning millions of dollars, and I got my first $1 million yesterday, and I get that talk. I get the hype, okay? But if you are not genuinely connected to the source of where that millions of dollars came from, it will come in one pocket and go out the other, and you'll be like, man, I've lost everything. And so here at MyDHLife, that is, we have to own a dominionaire mindset. And it's really about giving the best in everything that we do, guided or led by, if you would, our principles, our faith-based principles. So the foundation of excellence really lies in our integrity, in our ethical behavior, every decision that we choose to take, every action that we choose to do. And this is not just talking corporately, it is talking individually. All right. Everything that we do must be stemmed from a very ethical, moral compass based on principles that we are to live by. So to truly excel as a business, everyone from the top down, we've got to embrace and uphold some core values. And you have to have a foundation, guys. What are you building life on? Meaning, personally, I've never seen something that is tall and structured that has no foundation. And if you're going through life just building life on the next best program or the next best product that we're introducing, or feelings, emotionals, it's not going to work, guys. We've got to build life on a firm foundation that is the same yesterday, today, and forever. And by living out these principles together as a community, I've always been strong from day one. We have got to build a community of like-minded people that realize that there is more for life than just making money. There is so much more to life. As you give, it's going to be given back to you, pressed down, shaken together, and running over, right? So everything within MyDHLife is lined up with these principles, but we must attract individuals that also have the desire to fall in line with morals, with values, with these principles that are being established. So I wrote out a few things. You might be thinking, well, Scott, how do I, a spirit of excellence. I've never even heard of that possibly. What does that mean? Number one, guys, you have to have a spirit um, of servanthood, right? So a business, MyDHLife, that follows principles, we must embrace the concept of servant leadership, meaning leaders that are within this organization, if you would, this business, this program, this opportunity, whatever you want to call it. We've got to prioritize the well-being of every single person involved. There are people on this call, you're not struggling financially. There are people on this call that might be struggling. You've just gone through a divorce. You don't know how to handle it. You might have been sexually abused. You don't know how to handle it. You might have just been fired. You don't know how to handle it. Guys, we want to build something outside of just a great product that will benefit and lead you in a path that will ultimately serve a fulfilled purpose. Okay. So that comes along with continuous improvement. It is a process to be, right? And we are striving for excellence. What that really means is continuously seeking improvement. Don't be part of this company and a year down the road remain the same, not with all the products that we're offering. Don't just get into, and I've been there, guys. I will get into a program because of the concept of the financial compensation, and that's great. But the products that we have, we specifically chose the vendors. Why? So that you can live a life of true prosperity, spirit, soul, and body. So it comes with investing in the personal and professional growth of us. We've got to own our I am. We've got to foster a learning culture, and we've got to like regularly, on like every single day, evaluate and redefine our purpose, redefine our process. Is life today really just getting up and going to work and coming home and getting online, marketing a few things out there, getting people involved in, hey guys, I found this next best program that is just really going to benefit you. But yet there are people out there that are dying because they're hurting and they don't know what to do in life. So another thing about the spirit of excellence is empathy and compassion. A person with excellence emphasizes compassion and empathy towards other people. You can't treat people dirty and expect cleanliness within your dealings. Okay, I'm going to say that one again. You cannot treat people dirty. And I'm not just talking within a business, guys. I'm talking people that you've known for years. I'm talking your family. I'm talking other business people. You cannot treat people dirty and expect cleanliness within your business dealings. A business that embodies the spirit of excellence genuinely needs to care about the needs and concerns of everyone, whether they're involved in this program or whether they're not. Okay, so acts of kindness, acts of generosity can go a long way in truly building. Okay, we are all involved in MyDHLife, and it's not just something that we've titled it a business, guys. This is genuinely my dominionaire lifestyle. What am I living out? Another thing, accountability, and I'm almost done, guys. You've got to take responsibility for your actions. It's a vital aspect of being excellent. Okay, if mistakes are made or lessons learned is kind of what I like to call them, be okay to acknowledge them. Be okay to seek forgiveness, because guys, once again, you cannot be living a dirty lifestyle and expect growth, whether personally, businessly. It just does not happen. You can't want things done decently and in order, but yet you're living a disorderly life. And there is no accountability. You're out there living vicariously. You treat people wrong. You're in relationships you shouldn't be in. You're at businesses and you're not treating people ethically. decently. You can't expect any type of personal growth, guys, with no consistency and authenticity in who it is that you genuinely are. Okay, it's got to line up. Also, with that said, is true excellence is grounded in humility. We as a company are not, how do I put this? We've got to recognize really where our prosperity comes from. All right. It is not just because I had a great idea, Steve had a great idea, Ivory had a great idea, Brandon came up with this wonderful product. That's all great and awesome. But without the creator of the idea and the contributions that God has given us, we've got to remain humble and grateful, guys. We have to have a great perspective from that. Okay. One last thing, guys, and I'm done. In contrast to a business that is genuinely living out a spirit of excellence, guys, we cannot just pay lip service to these principles while engaging in unethical behavior, because it undermines the spirit of excellence. So empty words, hollow gestures, saying we want the best in people, but yet we're not speaking the best over people, those type of things will eventually be exposed, and they will lead to a loss of trust. What we are building here, don't go out and say you're going to be making $1 million overnight, and then people get in and they're in a month or 2 months and 3 months, and they've not, received anything that they've expected to receive, and now they're upset at us, giving us a bad name. Things that we do, guys, we have to carry a spirit of excellence out, and genuinely be committed to doing good, because we do good because we do good. Okay. So in conclusion, guys, the spirit of excellence in such a business as MyDHLife is about wholeheartedly living out our core beliefs and values in every aspect of our operation, every single thing that we do, whether it's online, offline, friends, whatever. And by doing so, we can create a very positive impact on everyone that's involved, while fostering a true environment of community, of trust, respect, integrity, that will literally pave the way for sustainable success and prosperity. So that's all I have, Steve. I think that was probably longer than 5 minutes, but back to you.
Yeah, thank you, Scott. And all I have to say is amen to that. Absolutely right in what you shared, which comes to, our kingdom community that we're building, and just looking at the power of collaboration within this global kingdom community for our members, like Scott said, it goes beyond us, and we have to look at, the needs of the community. And a big part of that is this cost page we've created for our members. Now that the model has changed, now that we've, in my opinion, a more lucrative comp plan that anyone, right, any walks of life can participate and earn passively now, allows for the whole community to contribute, whether it be $1 or $2, to help the needs within the community. I'm excited to, talk more about that at another update. But, guys, what Scott is saying here, which, I'm so pleased to hear, is that, we as a community, we as a company, we have, and even the brand, right? It represents a specific movement, if you will, and that's the movement of good, right? For a common good, is representing the light, in this world of darkness, is representing everything that we stand for. And I'm so excited about it, which leads me now to introduce in our new CMO, Ivory Starr. Many of you may know him. For the ones who don't know him, I met Ivory at a company I was consulting for some years back, and I would, do their webinars and training and what have you. And Ivory was on there, and we met at that point. And through the time from there to now, he's came into MyDHLife, brought a large team, and been keeping his eyes on MyDHLife, and we'll communicate often. And, Ivory approached me not long ago and say, hey, Steve, have you considered this? We were just talking about it in actually conversation when it came up. And, and I've been praying for you guys, the ones who know me, since 2017, praying on the projects, waiting for God to answer it, making sure that every move is the direction that He would want us to go in building this platform and building the company out. And Ivory was one of these answered prayers that just kind of appear out of nowhere. Sometimes it's the person you least expect are the one that come forth, right? And the ones who you expect sometimes disappoint you, and that's life. But it's a great pleasure, to introduce Ivy. He had mentioned earlier about making his millions in Noni Juice and really hitting the top leaderboard in many companies and being a massive team. And, he's a coach in all rights. And, and so we're very excited to have him on board as our CMO and helping spearhead, the growth as well as, just really expanding across the globe with his contacts as well. So Ivory, thank you so much. Welcome. The comp plan, I know we talked about it. I'll let you share a little bit about a comp plan and share whatever is on your heart you like to share, but I'll turn it over to you, Ivory.
All right. I'm excited, you guys. I won't be long, but I will be strong. I'm basically excited, you guys. I'm on my assignment. And when you're on your assignment, you won't allow anyone to interrupt your assignment because you understand leadership. Last week I talked about leadership, and Scott went over a little bit of leadership. Are you in control or are you serving people? Are you looking for power or are you trying to empower people? Are you manipulating people? Or are you inspiring people? Are you pursuing people? Or are you pursuing your purpose? Are you doing things or are you becoming? So what I want to talk about is the system. See, we got one of the best systems that we ever created, and Daniel's system is on his phone, can contest to the system. This system was duplicated all the way to Dexter Yeager, which was from Amway. And actually, I think he's like number 5 in the MMM top leadership board as far as money earned per monthly. He used to make around 2 million a month. I think he's around about close to $1 million a month right now. Dexter Yeager. So systems. See, the first thing I need you guys to do is master this system because everything has a system. We have a solar system. Inside your body is a system. See, it doesn't matter what religion, because we're talking about religion, you can throw all that religion in the closet just for a second. Because it doesn't matter if you're a Muslim, a Jehovah Witness, a Christian, a 7-day, it doesn't matter. I can put you all on top of an 18-story building and I can push you guys off. You can holler Buddha, Allah, Jehovah Witness, God, all you want. You're going down because the law of gravity is going to kick in. See, let's talk about the law of gravity, which is the system. See, I can take somebody like, let's look at some beautiful names on here. Daniel Sistrom. I can take a David out of the islands. I can take a Crypto Mech. I can take a Rico Johnson. I can take Miss Holloway. The first thing I need you guys to do is make a list. So it doesn't matter if you is a hairstylist, okay, Shirley. It doesn't matter, Rico, if you are in your own construction company. Marshawn, it doesn't matter, are you selling cars? Everybody got to make a list because you need customers. We in a customer acquisition game right here. Make no mistakes about it. Without no customers, you not eating. You're not paying no bills. In that case, you can go get that 9-to-5 job. But over here, we creating a system. You need to make a list. It's a kingdom sheet. Some will, some won't. Do not prejudge. Once you make that list, I want you guys to send a video out. We're going to be called this a peak interest video. Steve's going to give you that 3-minute video next week. Okay? Once you make that list, send that video out. Once your person sees that video, they're going to call you back and ask some questions. If they don't call you back, you don't need to be chasing no one. See, the system is like the wash machine and the dryer. You don't wash the clothes, the wash machine washes the clothes. Okay? Let the system sort people out. Okay? Once they get on the Zoom, I got Daniel seen the video. He said, Ivory, I'm excited, man. The video you see me, man. Wow, y'all 3 times in y'all money, man. I'm excited. Y'all got an artificial bot, man. I can make money while I'm sleeping. Man, I want more information. Ivory, can you tell me? I'm going to tell him I don't know. All I know is there's going to be a Zoom tomorrow. Get on. I'm going to let the TD Jakes. I'm going to let the Clefo Dollar. I'm going to let the expert, the plumber, the electrician do what they do. Once that is over with, we go enroll them and close them out. See, that's the system. Learn, practice, apply. That's a law of success. Okay? That's what we gonna be doing every day. System. Make a list. Send a 3-minute video. Invite people on a Zoom. You ain't doing no presentation. Let me and Steve do the presentation. And then you're gonna enroll. You don't take people to church and do the serve. Let TD Jakes do the pastoring on the pulpit. Just get them people in the church, okay? That's your job. Invite, 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 invite. Now I'm gonna close it out, you guys. I'm excited. I'm gonna close it out with this marketing plan. It's the most lucrative marketing plan in the industry and the most sustainable. Let's talk about the referrals right now. Right now, because I want to take Rico. I'm gonna use Rico for a prime example tonight. Rico, but 20% on your first level. We three level tier. 20% on your first level, 10% on your second level, 5% on your third. Write it down. No opportunity is giving that type of money out here in this field. Why? Because they're thinking about themselves, something that Scott talked about earlier. If you love people, you care about everybody else, you're going to give the money to the field. So let's say 20% on your first level. Here's the packages. We got a $100 package. We got a $500 package. We got a $1,000 package. We got a $2,500 package. Your package is going to triple. Your package is going to triple. You came in 400, it's going to turn to 300. You came to 500, it's going to turn to 1,500. You came for 1,000, it's going to turn to 3,000. You came to 2,500, it's going to come to 7,500. You're going to triple your packages. Okay. I'm going to take Rico, for example. Let's say Rico came in for 100. I'm going to use the minimum somebody can come in, but it show you the maximum somebody can make. And just an example, using Rico for an example, and I'm gonna say, Rico, remember we said make a list, and it's called a kingdom sheet. We're looking for 12 disciples, 12 people that want to roll with Rico. Everybody on this phone, you're leaders. We talked about it earlier because you're serving people, you're empowering people, you're inspiring people, you're pursuing your purpose, you're becoming. Okay, so everybody on this phone is a leader. Want to go out here and get 12 people, 12 members, 12 disciples like the Lord, 12 to go out here and preach this MyDHLife. Okay? Once you do that, you guys, I'm going to tell you your life will change. Rico signed up 12 people. 3 of them came for $2,500. What's 20% of $2,500, y'all? $500 Rico just made times 3 times. That's $1,500 Rico just made. Then he signed 3 people up for $1,000. Rico just made $200 a piece, which is $600. That's $1,500 and $600, which is $2,100 Rico just made on referral fees. Then Rico signed up 3 people for $500 and then 3 people for $100. So if you notice, Rico was very balanced. He got 3 people for $2,500, 3 people for $1,000, 3 people for $500, 3 people for $100. That's 12 people, you guys. Now, just off your referral fees, Rico came in for $100, but as referral bonuses, he made over $2,500 just on his first level. I didn't even talk about his second level where he getting 10%. I didn't even talk about his third level, which he getting 5%. Let's just focus on his first level, which is 20%. Rico got that $2,500. He said, Ivory, man, I got $2,500 in my back office. I said, no, Rico, listen, we wanted to get you a $2,500 package. Rico gets him a $2,500 package. That $2,500 package turns to $7,500. It 3X's. Rico said, man, I turned $100 to $7,500. I said, I told you, Rico. And you still got money on your second and third level, man. Use that to pay some bills. Okay, we got to show something back. Now, when Rico get that $7,500, what do you think Rico going to do? See, we teach it managing your money right over here, okay? So we're going to take that $7,500 and we're going to get 3 packages for $2,500, Rico. Is that correct? Rico will say, yeah, man, I'm trying to get out this apartment, get my own home, man, me and my family. I'm tired of living in this apartment. All right, Rico, I know you looked at that house and it costs like 110,000. We go get that house, but you gotta help people. You gotta do and help other people. You go get everything you need in return. So let's get that $7,500 package, Rico. So he got them 3 packages for $7,500 because he just got to 75. So we got three packages for $2,500. 25, 25, and 25. Let's go turn is 7,500, 7,500, and 7,500. Because Rico go 3x on them 2,500s. So Rico just made 7,500 times 3, which is $22,500 on his first level. So now he's going to use his second and third level money, which is only 2,500 left, to equals 25,000. I said, Rico, you got 25,000. You ready to get that house in a minute? Yeah, Ivory, but man, let me go and get 10 more packages for $2,500. Yeah, Rico go take that 25,000 and get 10 more packages for 2,500. Those 10 packages go turn to $75,000. Rico, you ready to go get that house for 110,000? You could put a down payment of 50,000 and you still got 25,000 left. Ooh, wait. This is how you manage your money, you guys. I just wanted to give you an example of number one. You can't make this type of money if you don't have a system. Daniel's sister know exactly what I'm talking about because we ran this system at Tishanoni International. Sheila know what we're talking about. We ran the same system in Tradera. If you was in Amway back in the 50s and 60s, they ran the same system and it created millions of millionaires. So you can't escape from the system. You're going to have to make a list. You're going to have to send people a 3-minute video so they can see what you're talking about because you can't explain it because you're brand new. I don't want you to verbally vomit on somebody, okay? And number 3, you want to invite them to a professional Zoom that Steve and I will be doing a professional presentation. And then when they go be saying, I'm ready to sign up, and they're going to enroll, why? They're going to see about 50, 60, 70 people all around the world that's on a Zoom that's excited, is talking different type of languages, okay? No crab in the bucket, okay? We a team over here, you guys. So I just wanted to spend really a good 10 minutes to give you the Mike Tyson uppercut to knock you out, you guys, in a good way, to let you know we know where we're going because we're a group of people that's going to have a duplicatable system. Everybody is preaching what Peter and Matthew and John is preaching, okay? The same gospel, all right? Make a list. Send a 3-minute video. Invite them to a Zoom that we're doing twice a week. Twice a day. And enroll them, you guys, and wash, rinse, dry, and repeat. Okay? Now I'm going to close it with this, you guys. Everybody on this phone has a gift. You was born with a gift. A bird don't have to take no flight lessons. It was already gift inside of the bird was to take flight. A fish will never have to take no swimming lessons because the gift is already inside the fish. So, okay, Marshawn, Rico, Sheila, Holloway, Denise, Debbie, David, Durrell, Daniel, Deco, Danny, Crypto, Scott, Steve. Let's tap into our gift. Let's go out here and share the world of what MyDHLife has to offer. Let's change some people's lives. Let's put some leaves on some people's family tree. Let's go out here and build people community. If the Rockefellers and the Kennedys and the Carnegies can pull their money together, why can't Scott and Crypto and Daniel and Durrell and Deacon and iPhone and Kay and Lovemore? Why can't we do it? We've been chosen. We are the chosen one. We're the ones that's going to set the pace to show the world what it's like to work together with all different types of races. Come together in a bowl of soup that everybody be able to eat, and we'll be able to heal everyone. So I want to hand the ball back to Steve. You guys, we're going down in history. We will be a $1 billion company, guaranteed. Back to you, Steve.
Thank you, Ivory. Amen to that. As I was listening to Ivory, I'm just thinking about the community, and as I heard Scott speak, one of the beautiful things about the platform and this new endeavor, while we know many of us are overachievers and achievers and competitors, in building, large teams or bringing in the 12 and laying your foundation. What we've done now with these changes is actually opened up a greater opportunity for folks around the world that, may just, like guys, for the ones who have been keeping up with world affairs and what's going on with the global banking system and the shifts that are taking place, and some of the changes that are yet to be introduced and imposed, right? We are a breath of fresh air. I know there are many other opportunities out there, but for who we represent and what we represent and the kingdom community we're building, that individual that if they don't want to recruit, they don't have to. They could just purchase a package and know that they will earn, through our trading bot. So that opens up, a new, I'll say, opportunity for folks that may not have ever thought about the network marketing space or the affiliate marketing space or even the passive world to at least have an interest. And this is where Ivory's talking about the system, right? We're just getting information out there. We're inviting them to Zoom, and then we do the closing. I know each one of you as well as leaders in your own right, like Scott, and I see Sheila here and quite a few other leaders at Donna. I know, you guys are going to be having, your own Zooms with your teams and as well branching out. And this is the key to the leadership Ivory is talking about, right? Once we have the foundation laid, Scott and I will go through all the do's and don'ts, right? Because we're in a new space with passive. So there are certain things you can say, and verbiage and representation is be very, very, very key and important to us, right? For longevity. And so we want to make sure certain rules and standards are in place that we're all following. And again, that's part of the system. So I'm not going to keep everyone long. What I'd like to do at this point is just bring on a few members to just share their thoughts, why MyDHLife. And I'm going to actually call on Shirley Holloway as the first one, because, she have been part of also the praying team behind the scenes for MyDHLife and on personal level. So Shirley, thank you for being with us today. And, just share with folks, why MyDHLife and, your journey with us.
Good morning, everyone. I hope everyone can hear me. First, I would like to thank you, Steve, for this opportunity. I'm going to be very, very short and brief. The reason why I'm a part of this team, because I believe that it was God ordained. God do order the steps of a good man or woman. And I had been seeking God for kingdom finances because a couple of years ago, I adopted this family in Kenya, and the need is pretty great. And I know God has called me to the nation. So I'm like, okay, God, the financial need just for one family is at this magnitude. So how am I going to be a more blessing to the others? So, I mean, he always give us a plan. He said, first, just work on the one, because each one reach one. You get that family established. Once they get established, they establish the next family and so forth. But with the greater vision, it takes finances to establish the kingdom of God also. As Brother Ivory said, you can have faith, but faith without works is dead. And I'm learning the system. I'm learning the plan. I'm learning how to execute the vision that God has given me. And a couple of years ago, I was scrolling through Brother Scott's page on Facebook, and I saw he was marketing MyDHLife. The name alone is what struck me. MyDHLife. I said, what does MyDHLife stand for? So, we talked and he explained it to me. And even the picture of the lion and the colors, they represent royalty. They represent authority. And the lion, we are the tribe of Judah. We are the go forth. We are the trailblazers. We are the pioneers. So something just struck in my spirit. So I got connected. And the first year, so things wasn't going the way I expected them to go, because this is new. I don't know what no MML stand for. I was dumb to this stuff, so to say, but I stayed with it. And I was like, God, I believe that this was your plan for me. And he said, just stay connected. Just stay connected. That was my word, to stay connected. So I finally had a chance, to talk with Steve through the Zooms and stuff. And when I first saw Steve, I looked into his eyes and I saw Jesus. I saw the compassion of Jesus. I felt Steve's heart. And immediately I just went into intercession for him, because I knew that this Steve was called and ordained of God to be a Joseph to many people. And I began to intercede for him, because I know in the position that God has placed him in, with the opposition of the enemy that's going to try to come and distract, steal, kill, and destroy. I knew that there was going to be many Judases in his midst, but I prayed that he be like Jesus. Allow Judas to eat at the table. Judas gonna hang himself. Just stay focused on the vision that God has given him. And I just knew that there was excellence and there was prosperity, there was wealth all over this mighty man of God. And that's what attracted me to him. You can say kindred spirits are a like spirit. And God told me that I'm raising you up to be a financial distributor to the kingdom of God. You're going to be a Joseph, but I'm going to bring many Joseph besides you to help you with your vision. And my favorite scripture is Isaiah 43:4. It says, since you was precious in my sight, Apostle Steve Sughrim, you have been honorable, and I have loved you. Therefore, will I give you men for you and people for your life. And that's why I joined, because I can see how God is adding to this, how God is just shifting and rearranging and changing things, that he's raising people up and he's sitting people down, because it's all for the glory of God. It's all about establishing the kingdom. And Brother Scott had gave us some excellent definitions and things about the spirit of excellence. But one thing that I love is integrity. Your integrity says a whole lot about you. If you're not a person of integrity, you will not succeed in the kingdom of God. And I love being a part of a community of a same like faith people. That is how we grow. God had put a seed in me. Now, Brother Scott, who was my founder, he came along and he watered that seed. Now then Steve come along, and now that seed is begin to bud and to grow. Now we got Brother Ivy and Brother Brandon. Now my leaves are beginning to sprout out. So that's why God told me to stay connected. And it is an honor and a pleasure to be a part of MyDHLife. Back to Steve.
Amen. Thank you, Shirley. So appreciate those words. It's just been an amazing journey. And thank you, Shirley, for your prayers and session behind the scenes. Really appreciate that. Daniel, I see your hand up. I'll go ahead and open it up for you in a minute. But I'd like to bring on Sheila Lively. Sheila has been with us, and I'll let her share her testimony. I won't take it away from her. Sheila.
Hi, great day, everyone. Thank you so much, Steve. I just want to say very briefly that I joined MyDHLife March of 2022. And what really drew me in with this platform is the vision that you had. It was in alignment with my core values. And so I had never seen anything like this before. And I just knew I wanted to be a part of it, because I have a charity, spirit of charity and humanitarianism. And I knew this was in alignment with those core values. So I'm just really excited. I did kind of walk away, but always still staying close, nearby. There were just some things at that time that I felt that I wanted out of business. I wasn't pursuing a lot of dangly carrots per se. However, Ivory had stated it in a previous call, when you have to pivot because of the finances, that's exactly what it was. But I stayed close. And Steve, you and I've had conversations, and I told you, I'm not all over the place with various things, because at this place in my life, it's about a vision and it's about staying focused. And so, because of what MyDHLife represented to me at the core of who I am, I always stayed close, because I felt there was going to be something else. And sure enough, I got a prompting from the Lord one morning a few weeks ago. I, get the emails, Sheila, you need to get on this call, because this was your love that never went away, and just to see what's going on. And I am so grateful to God that I did, because now we have something in place that is going to be a blessing to so many people. And also the outreach of where my heart is, with helping people in other countries, people who I've become friends with, who want to emulate what we have, which they feel we have a great thing here being in the States, opportunity. So Steve, I just want to thank you so, so much for who you are. And that was the other great reason for my staying close to the campfire, because you've never shifted from who you were, your vision, your integrity, your character. We know who you are. We have a face with what we're doing over here, and that means everything. We've all been exposed to rug pulls, most of us. However, when you can believe in yourself first, to trust in a system or a program whereby you get to be up close and personal with the CEO, that speaks volumes. So thank you for allowing me to share. Richest blessings to everyone, and we are all walking in dominion. Thank you, Steve.
Amen. Thank you, Sheila. We appreciate it. Daniel, I don't know if you have a question or you want to say something.
I have a question.
Okay, go ahead. And then we have 2 more testimonies here.
My question is directed at Brandon, because he mentioned that he had developed AI services, and he used the number 5,000 different services. And from being attuned to what's in the market today, artificial intelligence is the hottest topic globally. And really, it sounded as if, Brandon, you were talking about artificial intelligence as a service to businesses, which means we would be able to offer those services to businesses. And through the introductory process, it's not me as an individual, Daniel Siskon, doing it. It's Brandon being the person that has been interviewed by Forbes and been on Yahoo, has been with the TEDx. So it allows me to use your credibility from being affiliated with Silicon Valley and working with Apple for 7 years as an introductory format to introduce these services to more small businesses, mid-sized businesses, and businesses in general that we may have a relationship with. Is that a part of what we will be doing or have access to with MyDHLife?
Yes. So one of the things, and that's a good question that you brought up, and this is where our affiliation, collaboration, and partnership stems. And like Scott said, every product provider, every trainer, we handpick. These are individuals that we could reference their credibility, their credentials, like our, all the way from, of course, our mindset training to our financial training, to the crypto blockchain, to, you go to each one of our products that has a training component to it. Each individual have their track record. Now with the addition with the Kingdom Bot, the AI trading bot, yes, because, it's a third-party provider. That's why Brandon was on. His credential speaks to that specific product, like the other product speaks to specific owners or providers. So yes, you'll be able to reference that in conjunction with our AI trading bot. So
we're just offering that one AI product, not the full suite of services that his company offers.
Yeah, great question. So the way we're developing and we're linking through APIs. So from MyDHLife, right, like Brandon was sharing, you'll be able to click on the Kingdom Bot, access through Aphid, which is his company. The Kingdom Bot will be a bot, one of the bots within the suite of bots that's within there. So we created a bridge between the two, that if you want to use some of the additional bots, then you can through Aphid or Brandon's environment. So we created where you click in his environment, you click on Kingdom Bot, for example, right? You could view information about the bot, and then you could click register, right? And then you create an account. So what it'll take you back to MyDHLife, you register an account and pick the package you want, and then that activates that package for the purpose of the passive income. But then you go back into Brandon's environment. Now it'll be a mirror of the returns, whatever information we send to him for the bot, will mirror there. And then while you're in his environment, you'll be able to see all the different bots that you can access, which will be separate from MyDHLife. We're just offering the one bot. Now, it's no monthly to you guys. We've got a very creative way. Next week, Ivory could talk a little bit about some of the things we're doing as a company for the members, right? Because we want it to be a one-time, lifetime, cost to you and no monthlies, which was the way the model was set up anyways with MyDHLife with a safeguard we used to have. So, but you will be able to access the other products within the suite for your use, yes.
Okay, and let's talk further offline. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome, Daniel. Thank you. Great question, though. Okay, I'd like to bring on, we have a couple more, and then we're going to end for the day. I want you guys to enjoy your weekend. I don't want to keep you long. So I'm going to bring on Dana Priyanka. She, and I've known her now for, boy, we try to remember the years, 2015, 16, 17, and she was aware of MyDHLife, even back then when we were, looking for funders for the platform, and became part of it then. And then, now being a vital part of MyDHLife, I just wanted to share, for about 2-3 minutes, her thoughts of where we are and, where we're going. Dana?
Wow. Thank you for allowing me to talk. Yeah, I've been knowing about MyDHLife maybe for few years back, and I've always been a firm believer. I've wanted something to invest in, something that was legitimate, and that was true to their heart. And out of all the investment programs, Steve's company always stood out to me. And because, I really got tired of investing in companies and losing money, and I just felt really burned out by the whole experience. And then I wanted something real and something legitimate. And Steve always stood out as a true, genuine human being who cared about people and were for the people. And so I came in as a member a while back, and then came in as an investor of the company, because I truly believe God was in the midst and doing something within the company. And then now here's a rewind a few years later, within the company, working side by side with Steve, doing some work. I get to have one of the most delightful experience in the background and get to see his hard work and what he's implementing and how he's transitioning and shifting some things and changing some things. And I really got to say that this has been the greatest journey of my life that I've been experiencing with MyDHLife. And I can't say how proud I am to be part of the company, now within the company, working side by side with him, to making this corporation better and bigger than what it ever has been. And for me, I'm excited because in the background, I get to see how God is really moving on behalf of everybody, especially for Steve, where he doesn't have to work so hard, relentlessly, and how God has been favoring him regarding bringing the right people in, establishing the company better, and especially for what there is to come. I'm excited about the new breakthrough that has taken forth, and how this year alone we're going to be doing so much better and tremendously, and it's going to be so effortless. That's the amazing part that I've been seeing. The move has been so effortless. And what I notice is when someone like Steve, who has a pure hearted soul and means well towards people, God is in the place of blessing and favoring him. And I've been seeing it over and over again. And I'm just excited to be part of the move, what's happening and the open doors that's taking place right now and the things that are transpiring. And even though I can't share with all of you guys what's happening behind closed door, but I'm able to share the excitement and that's taking place right now, and the things that you guys are getting ready to see take place. I'm excited for the revelation to come forth in the fruition of it, and how you guys are getting to be part of this great company and the move that's getting ready to be on fire, because it's already lit up right now, but it's going to be even greater before this year even ends. So that's the part that I would like to share. So anyone new that's joining this company, I'm glad that you're here to see some great things happen in this company. Thank you.
Amen. Thank you, Dana, for sharing. And you know, one of the things she shared, and then we're going to bring on Prophet Lovemore Jezza, who is one of our advisors, as well as our director in South Africa for One Vision, One Heart. But one thing, you know, I just wanted to add that Dana said, you know, she's behind the scenes. You know, a lot of times we come into Zooms, but, you know, in terms of actually laying the foundation of a company, there's a lot of work. There's a lot of moving parts. You know, Scott knows this, but maybe not to the full degree. Many of you may understand, especially if you own companies, there's just a lot of moving parts behind the scenes. Now working with the two different programming teams to, make these changes. You know, it's a lot of testing. And last week we've been doing, but I will end it here. I'm going to bring Prophet Lovemore Jezza on to just share a few words. You know, he's been with us as well for a couple of years, and have seen as well, you know, what it's been taken to get MyDHLife to where it is. So Prophet Lovemore, I'll turn it over to you.
Thank you so much, Apostle, and greetings to each and everyone who's on this call. It's it's been a journey, but I'm grateful that Rome was not built in a day. And surely there's no company that can just emerge, overnight and just become a success. So with that said, I just want to just say this one thing, that wealth always has a purpose, and every vision, every dream, you can have it, but it needs wealth to be able to unlock it. And for me, I say that because when I look at MyDHLife and what Apostle Steve has just been graced to be able to create right here is this, that MyDHLife is an awesome opportunity. Not just an awesome opportunity, it's a great opportunity. Not just a great opportunity, but it's an excellent opportunity to have your personal vision, your dream, and your desired outcomes to be able to be manifested. So if you love people, you will grow to appreciate the power of wealth in your life. Of course, money can't buy life, but it can, send someone to university. It can take care of someone's health bill. It can take care of, someone who's about to be evicted, and you can chip in there because you have, an abundance that is running over. And when I look at what everyone else has spoken today, I just want to just come at it, but on a different angle, which is the root of MyDHLife. And the root of MyDHLife is One Vision, One Heart. And I'm privileged and I've been so blessed, to be a part of this awesome and amazing organization. And, I know that Apostle Steve, one of his things that he really loves to do is to be a blessing to people. And here in South Africa, we have seen such a hunger and such a cry from the people, so much that it keeps us always on our toes and praying and pushing that MyDHLife becomes a huge success. Why? Because behind it, there are men and women who are waiting, just for their lives to be changed. We've got over 10,000 people. The oldest person that came forth and just said, I need help is an elderly woman who is in her 90s. And when I look at that, and just knowing that there's a percentage that's going to come out of MyDHLife straight into One Vision, One Heart, to be able to put someone, in a place where they can be able to sleep, knowing that they had something to eat in their stomach. They have, someone who really loves them and has reached out to them. That is one of the things that makes me to be able to know that, yes, I might have a dream, I might have an opportunity, I might be having things I want to accomplish, but in the midst of that, I am automatically going to be giving back to the world, and I'm going to be making sure that there's someone out there who gets a smile on his face. We had some amazing times even during the course of this year that I've been connected with MyDHLife, where we saw even 12 chiefs coming, to speak on behalf of their people. These 12 chiefs in South Africa, they represent 12 kingdoms. So we also met a monarchy, some head women, some princesses, some princes, and all of these people, they're saying, is there anyone out there who can help us? Yes, we can have kingdoms. Yes, we can sit as chiefs. But what good is it to become a chief when you cannot even feed your people? So I'm telling you, for each and every one of you who is here, for each and every one who's going to be investing with MyDHLife, I want you to know that behind that, you are part of the engine that makes the world go around in someone's life, and you are going to be making tremendous impact. And the focus and determination that you're going to be able to have, and the energy you're going to put in this, yes, it's going to set you up with your family. Yes, it's going to help you, to accomplish the dreams and the visions and the desires that you have. But most importantly, you are not going to be winning alone. There are men and women who are waiting, on your success, so that they too can be able to get a ladder that will pull them from where they are to where you find yourselves today. So I'm very blessed to be able to connect with each and every leader who's here, those who have spoken before me. I just want to tell you that I might be in Africa, but technology makes us to come closer. And I'm looking forward to win with Apostle Steve. I'm looking forward to win, with a CMO. I'm looking forward to win with, even with our chief, of excellence squad. I'm just waiting just to see each and every one of us who's here to be able, I can't wait to see how this is going, just to be able to be a blessing to us, but most importantly, be able to cause other men and women to win as well. So, I could go on forever, but it's been a journey. You have prayed. We've, seen a lot of ups and downs, but the same God who's the God of the valley is also the God of the mountaintop. And I strongly believe that even as you step into a new month, there is a new dedication, a new opportunity, and a new platform that's going to cause us to be able to excel and to succeed and to reach all of us our God-ordained place of, destiny and fulfillment. So with that, I just want to give it back to Apostle Steve and just want to say thank you so much for continually, putting in the fire on this vision. And when all stakes looked as if it's not going to be on your favor, on your side, you stood, and now we're here. And I can't wait for us all to cut the ribbon to this new platform called MyDHLife, especially the passive side, because that passive side is going to unlock a lot of wealth and prosperity, especially for us who are in Africa. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Prophet Lovemore, for sharing. And as he was saying, One Vision, One Heart being the foundation of everything we do, whether it be directly or indirectly, making an impact around the world. For the ones who have been following the journey and some of the work we've done and the outreach programs and clear back in 2017 in Pakistan and the Philippines and South Africa, here in the United States, working with the homeless female veterans and a couple organizations. And even there's so much more behind the scenes, guys. Like I said, there'll always be things behind the scenes that are taking place. And for One Vision, One Heart, I can't share it right now, but we will at some another update. Give an update with One Vision, One Heart and what's been happening. The team that's behind One Vision, One Heart, we have a new team behind it, and some of the collaborations. It has gone to a whole nother level in community transformation and just everything that we stand for in empowering, enriching the lives of individuals, around the world and here in the U.S. And then India is the last country that was in my spirit that the Lord gave me, which is going to be grandiose. I've already been there. But I wouldn't keep you guys any longer. I know we've been here for about an hour and a half, but this has been just an amazing update. Thank you all for sharing your hearts. And we thank Brandon, who left already, for his participation with adding the new product and being part of our success as well. And Ivory and Scott and all the leaders that are here with us. So with that, guys, thank you. We have these updates every Saturday at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 Eastern. You definitely invite next week. You just keep inviting as we lead into the pre-launch. Tentatively on our calendar, we have September 1st, somewhere in the first week of September, to do the official relaunch, I could call it, of MyDHLife with the new passive opportunity. So we'll keep you posted. But until next week, you guys continue to have a blessed and highly favored weekend, the rest of your week, and let's continue to live in dominion. But here, before I end it, does anyone have any questions? I know Daniel got a chance to ask some questions, but does anyone else have a question before we end? Okay, no one. All right, beautiful. You guys have a blessed weekend, and we'll see you next week. Okay, bye for now.